Hi guys, welcome to Foreplay Podcast, a safe place for all things sex. Remember, if you're ready for sex, you're ready to talk about it.
We're here today. We are going to be talking about more kinks and fetishes. You know, we just thought this was a juicy ass topic.
Yeah, truly.
But to start off, we're gonna just chat about what's new. Fuck is new?
Guys, it is so good to be back.
I know.
Took a little break. We're all
Again.
We
Little
are
breaky
all-
break.
Yeah. We're all off a motherfucking bean today.
Yeah,
The energy is high.
truly. The
So
energy
it's
is
gonna get
high.
a little weird.
Take it away, Jada.
Okay, this is gonna get real personal real quick, but mental health, not the greatest. And that's like a mild understatement. Had an appointment going for 6 months, and then it got canceled last minute. Next availability is in September, so that sent me on a fucking spiral. But the good news is I ended up being able to see like a short-term psychologist, and I'm medicated, which is crazy. So like we'll see how it goes. We'll monitor it, but it's cool to, I don't know if it's like cool, but you know what I mean? It feels nice to
It's
kind
what
of
the cool kids are doing now.
yeah, to try something new in terms of like fixing, or not fixing, but winning this like uphill battle. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Definitely.
Mixing it up. I got a new weapon, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Little vulnerable moment for you guys.
Congrats. That's fucking awesome.
I'm very happy for you.
Me too.
That's also crazy that the appointment got canceled. Like, maybe,
Ugh.
are you open to telling
Yeah.
more about that
Oh, yeah.
experience? Because I feel like that's a process that a lot of people have to start, and
Yeah.
like it's already so overwhelming. And I
Yeah.
feel like now you kind of have more knowledge on the
What that looks like.
process. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I went to, I don't honestly really have a family doctor. I have a family doctor. I know who they are, but I don't see them regularly because I've just moved around the city since I have seen them regularly. But so I went to a brand new doctor, did a little assessment for him because I was going in for mental health stuff. And this person made appointments or called the centers that would call me to make appointments to see psychologists. There was like a behavioral analyst and to make therapy appointments as well. So it was super easy in that sense. I'd gone in, met this doctor that someone had referred me to very first time. I think it was at the Edgemont Clinic, which is kind of on the West End. May I have some?
Yeah. Just a little Diet Pepsi. Sipperooski.
Sipperooski, okay. Yeah, Edgemont Clinic on the West End. That part was painless. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I got a call from this place that specifically is equipped to diagnose things like ADHD, and they called me. We made an appointment 6 months down the road, which was April. And I was like, you know what? It was kind of discouraging then, because it was like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, like, what am I going to do from now to
Yeah.
then, when I already feel like I'm at the point where, like, I need additional assistance to be able to operate, if you will. So whatever, made it through the 6 months. And then it was the day of the appointment, and I was staring at, like, the letter that I had posted on my fridge for the last 6 months, and it says, we'll call you 24 to 48 hours before your appointment to confirm it. If you don't confirm the appointment, it will be deleted. And I was like, that's super strange, because I haven't had a call yet. And I had taken the day off of work to go to this appointment and what have you, so I called them a few hours before my appointment that day. I was like gearing up to go and whatever, and it turns out they had my phone number wrong by 1 digit. Yeah, and so they had been trying to call me to cancel the appointment and reschedule it because the doctor wasn't available, and they were like, yeah, sorry about that, but their next availability is in September. And again, you're kind of left with this, like, what do I do with that? Like, it feels like it makes you want to run to the conclusions that, like, your mental health isn't important, or that there's never going to be a way out because these roadblocks will keep popping up, or that this is a waste of your time, or that it's not going to be helpful. Like, there's just so many unknowns in terms of, like, what the appointment was going to be like and what it was going to give to me, and, like, the doors that it would open up from that point forward. But I was like, I just never got to see it. You know what I mean? Like, all of this time. So that was terrible. I literally spiraled for like a week at least. Still, like, just coming out of it. But lost my absolute shit. Which I feel like fair enough, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny, too, because I was, like, pretty triggered the night before and, like, had a breakdown, was yelling at no one in my bathroom, but having a full conversation with someone that wasn't there. But I kind of let myself lean into it a little bit more because I was like, it's fine. I get to see my psychiatrist tomorrow. Yeah. Let me just lose my shit. Let me just go a little crazy, go dumb, go stupid, you know? And the next day, they're like, sorry. And I was like, no more Fortnite. Like, I was just dead. I had already reached that brink. And was like, no offense, but this is my mental health. There's gotta be something else that can be done sooner than booking an appointment in September or waiting on your wait list for hopefully a month. So I got an appointment with a one-time psychiatrist through Access 24/7, which is available all the time. They have like call lines and stuff. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head, but they hooked me up with that appointment, and they also helped me. I had to do an assessment on the phone, also crying in my bathtub fully clothed. We love to see it. They also got me a therapist appointment, and this is somebody that I can see semi-regularly. It's not long-term as in like however long I want. It's short-term but multiple appointments, and the psychiatrist was just like a one-time appointment. But I have that at the end of May. So that's cool. I think the biggest thing I would take away from it in terms of advice for other people if they're looking to get like medical mental health help, if you are seeing a therapist, they most likely can refer you to a psychologist and you can skip a lot of that wait, apparently, is what I've been hearing. I had tried to kind of do that in the past and it didn't quite go anywhere, but that's my goal for seeing this therapist in May, is to get a connection that way without having to wait at this other place, because I still haven't had like a diagnosis or anything, but yeah, we're just living.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
it's a
fucking
whole
journey.
long-winded thing, but
holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I am so sorry that you had to go through that fucking process.
Yeah, I was not okay about it. I feel okay about it now.
I just wish there was more things in place to make it like easier, more accessible.
And you know, like there's therapy at the 108 Street building, which I had done, and I was like, I just didn't feel like it was giving me enough at this point in time. I just I feel like it's like seeing a doctor is so hard. There's like free places at the U of A too, and I think that's where I'm going in May. But even when Steph was on, she was talking about if she doesn't book at this exact window of time, she's gonna not be able to see her doctor for over a month. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it just shouldn't be like that.
No. But that me.
Wow.
Any questions?
Questions, queefs, concerns?
Yeah, questions, queefs, concerns, anybody?
Well, positive note, I just like hope it like, you know, this like crosses that bridge of like that one step closer to, you know, health, power. I'm having a threesome next week.
Oh my god. Okay, details.
Oh my god.
So it's my first threesome, obviously, and I'm actually like feeling super prepared, like excited.
Oh, that's love
good.
that.
So like my partner, my primary partner, booked a hotel, so we booked like the Fantasyland, like the space room.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yes.
god. If you have not seen the space room in the Fantasyland Hotel, go look at it and then just picture some like crazy ass lights in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I think like my preparation going into it, I'm for sure just gonna like charge all my toys. Like I'm just gonna bring everything because like I don't know, right? Like what's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling like comfortable about it. Like I don't know her personally. We just like started like communicating over like DMs or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll
That's so
see.
exciting.
See what
So
happens.
who found who? Like,
My partner found her, and I think it was like a past partner as well. Like they've known each other for a long time,
Okay.
and then just brought it up. It's like, this is so weird. We have the same birthday, me and her.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
wow.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see what
Oh,
happens.
that's so
Wow.
exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your attraction to her?
Okay, at first I was like, not 100% my type, I would say. Like, if I'm just gonna, like, but I think she's pretty. Obviously enough to, like, have sex with her, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I think she's pretty. She is a lot older than me as well. She is, like, 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So, but I do still think she's pretty, so.
I feel like it could be fun with, like, that age difference because I feel like age and knowledge often go hand in hand. It's so
true.
Yeah.
Because this is your first threesome, and then there's a person who's, like, not a complete stranger, so there's a level of comfortability, and then plus the age difference, there's no kind of, like, messing around.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like you're gonna have the best time.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be fun. Like, I feel like we didn't talk about this, but I haven't really had a lot of sex lately either, and like I feel like this will be one of those nights where it's like all night, like having fun. So.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Just a good reset.
Yeah.
And use all of the toys. Oh my god.
Literally, just pick one for each, like, time period.
I know.
Do you know if she likes bondage and stuff? Like,
that's what I don't know. Should I talk to her about 100%. It before? Because I was even going to be like, are you into, like, toys? Which, like, I'm sure you are. But, I mean, you could be someone that's like, I don't want to use toys.
Are you guys messaging? You and her?
Yeah. Not, like, every day, but, like, we did talk for a little while.
Yeah.
About it?
No, not about it though. We're like getting to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would do it. I would just plug it because one, it's hot, and two, you find out what they're into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so this is what my partner and like we did in our threesome. One person was tied up in all the harnesses, and then you have the two people like doing stuff to that person tied up, and then you can like literally just like switch if you want.
Okay.
And then you guys could like do it to your partner.
Ooh, okay.
Stop.
Oh my god, I
picturing
love
it.
that.
It'll be perfect.
Okay,
So,
and you have to do the like erect penis, both of you sucking it vibe. Just
I was
please.
thinking
I
that. I know. I think I do want to do that.
You got to. It's fun.
I know. I was like, I was even just watching so many like threesomes like on Pornhub or whatever, and I was just like all these positions. I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Like I want to do that. And I'm like, sure, I'm not gonna remember anything.
It's all gonna come organically.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for, and what are you most like unsure about?
Okay, I don't know if I've talked about this on the pod before, but my primary partner has always talked about, like, when there's a threesome or, like, a third, like, there's always, like, a focus on, like, one person. Like, it's not, like, an all equal thing in his eyes, but in my eyes, it's, like, a fully equal thing. Yeah. Like, everyone's doing everything, so I'm just curious, like, what that dynamic, like, what's going to go through his head, like, what's going to go through our head, and even just, like, how it's going to, like, start. Because I remember, like, you were like, oh, this is how I'm going to do it, and it, like, didn't happen at all.
No.
So I'm not even really going to, like, plan. I'm hoping it's just going to happen, like, organically, like, you know what I mean? But
are you guys gonna like go for drinks at the hotel? Like,
I hope
sexy,
so.
Like,
oh my god,
I want to like kind of like waste it.
But you gotta. I mean, I know like you'll make sure you're not too wasted.
No, yeah.
Then it's like a ball.
Oh, no. Oh my god, imagine I'm like calling
bleeding
you guys.
out in the space room.
Oh god.
So no bonking, but I do want to be like lit, feeling the vibe.
Yep,
you know,
feeling the vibe.
I don't want to be like awkward. You know, I just don't want to be awkward.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what you could do, because you were talking about like your the attention thing. So you and your primary partner could have a little conversation beforehand and be like, what if we just like make a little signal? You know what I mean? Like if you're not getting what you need or you don't feel supported or whatever, just like, I don't know, put two fingers
like a
on
little
my
like,
butt. Like I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the cue.
Something to kind of switch it up.
Yeah.
But also, what I found in my threesome is it because you know how your person likes to be fucked. Like you know, and the person that's coming in is this is just what I found to be hot is like I know that I can fuck my person better than they're getting fucked by the other person because like I know what she like and so that was like crazy hot that it was just like she was looking at me and I was looking at her
and you're like you want it
and she was 100%. Getting fucked by him but I was like I know
I think that's also what I'm really excited for. Like I'm actually excited to watch like them fuck. Like I still want to be involved but I do want to like I want to be kind of like a watcher at some point, you know?
You're like
that's so
smoking
hot.
a cigarette
literally it's kind of fun to like take yourself out of it and just be like
I was literally like sipping on wine
watching them fuck. Oh my god, like taking a little break.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So excited.
Updates on that next pod.
Don't Fantasyland hotels have like the huge bathtub too?
Yeah, it's a jacuzzi inside. So like we're gonna bring like bath bombs.
Stop it.
Yes.
Immaculate.
Bubble brings so many bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And the Starlight.
You just videotape it, honestly.
Honestly,
I'm invested.
I know. Could you imagine? I'm just like, I want to like.
We put it on the projector for your birthday.
We all watch it. I kind of want to.
Honestly.
Okay, that's on that one. I'll
Yeah.
lend you my GoPro.
Oh,
There you go.
I have it fucking on my head.
POV.
Oh,
I bring the strap.
Oh my god.
She is a unicorn.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyways, yeah, that's Destiny with me, guys.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. I look forward to hearing details. And
Heck
no
yeah.
matter what, it's a learning experience. So like,
Exactly. Like that's I think also I'm just so excited because it's my first like time doing
Yeah,
it.
right?
Experiences.
Yeah.
We really are.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so just context. We're gonna put a video or a picture on the screen of what we're mainly gonna be talking about, but Jada has this soccer ball vibe that we've talked about. I honestly want to say like last episode maybe, but I don't know how to explain it. Jada, do you want to like explain it really quick?
It's literally hard ABS plastic.
Putting yourself on
it
blast.
looks like a fucking dog toy.
Yeah, like it's literally like a fist-size circle.
It's like
And
a,
it looks like a 14-year-old girl should
It
be
looks-
given it for
looks
her.
like a Christmas ornament.
yeah,
Yes.
it's like a little golf ball. But it like twists apart from the center, and you put a little watch battery in it, and then you twist it back, and then it has a little like rubber, thingy, like ornament thingy, and then when you press on it or like turn it enough, it like locks and vibrates, and then. But it's hard.
Yes.
Like.
Okay, so here we go. Now that you know the context. So I was watching a bunch of toy reviews just because personally I've been just trying to like explore different toys and just kind of like figure out all different areas of like what I can do. So I was watching this YouTube tutorial, well not tutorial, review I guess. It was basically like how to maximize your orgasm with different types of toys. So what it started about first was like the Kegel balls, which I've never used. I don't know if you guys have used those before. But another main purpose of them is to like maximize your orgasm. So it's like just like using the muscles and like it just anyways. Moving on to the important part. This woman was reviewing this toy and I shit you not. It was the soccer ball.
Literally the soccer
But it
ball?
wasn't the soccer ball, but it was the exact same toy, just not a soccer ball, which I'm sure we would all prefer. And so the main purpose of them is for massaging. It's not actually for like clit stimulation. Well, you can, but it's basically for massaging so that you can maximize your orgasm by loosening up the muscles, being less tense, and the vibration helps with that as well. I know.
Interesting.
So
It's like, or that
Exactly.
thing that you sit on and it jiggles your butt.
exactly. And oh yeah, go on.
No, you go. It's okay.
There's
I'll
another
explain
like
later.
type that's like more popular that this lady was showing, and it was like a circle, but it had like a tip on it.
Yeah.
So after you were done massaging, if you wanted to do like I don't know what you call that, like
I'm like electro.
no, like if you wanted to just like specifically go on your clit after you massage.
Oh, okay.
So it was like you use
It's
it
like
as a
a
massager.
pinpoint.
Yeah, like a pinpoint, and then you can like pinpoint it. But the lady was like, I just use it for massaging like almost every time before she like fully wants to like orgasm. So she'll go in and then maybe use like Wandy or use like whatever else and then have like a way better orgasm.
Interesting.
And I don't have a ball, but I was just like trying it out by just like using my hand like before I went in with like something else, and
Yeah.
honestly it was so much better. Like because I notice I get really tense, and sometimes if I can't come or if it's taking me like a really long time, I notice it's because I'm like,
Clench
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you just take that extra like couple seconds to massage.
Oh my god, we're warming up before
Yeah,
sex.
exactly.
But like even for masturbation.
Yeah. So what she
gonna
was
try that.
saying was like, whatever. So you have kind of like the two like things that go like down beside your clit, like that's like the nerve is like kind of like this.
Yeah.
So if you just like roll up like this way and like this
Whoa.
way, yeah.
Because
Oh
your
my
clit
God.
has
I
legs.
know.
Because I always like lately I've just been going in with my vibrator.
Yep.
Like I don't,
Same.
I don't warm
No
up.
lube, no nothing.
Say
No
literally.
rubbing, no talking.
Honestly,
no
I-
candles.
No, not really anymore. Not lately.
Fair enough. Comes and goes. Sometimes you just want to get it.
I know,
Yeah,
and I
let
do
me
that
try
too.
that.
Yeah.
Because I'll go in like sometimes like right in with Wandy, and then I'm like, why doesn't this feel as great?
You're like friction.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that's not right, so-
But you still come and you're like, if I come like one more time,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm loosey-goosey and warmed up.
Exactly.
Oh god.
But yeah, so I was like, I'm curious with your soccer vibe if that probably is the purpose, because it's the touch vibration. So it would
Yeah.
vibrate as you're like massaging, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, you
okay.
gotta try
Okay.
that
Now
now.
I'm curious.
You have to
Right?
try that when
Okay.
you get home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put a condom on it, so if
Homework.
I don't like it, someone else can have it.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah.
That's so
awesome.
interesting.
Right?
The more you know. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I know. I was just like shocked. When I saw it, I was like, no. Like,
No.
she's not using this.
It's just like something you never think about.
Yeah.
No, I never would think about that. But yeah, it like really helps the muscles down there, like loosen
We
it
love
up.
that.
Warm up before
Yeah.
masturbation.
And like I
Yeah.
have Kegel balls,
Yeah.
but I feel like I don't know. I never think to use them, and I feel like you don't
Mhm.
necessarily need them because you can just do it. Like, who's doing Kegels right now? Raise your hand.
Oh, like as we speak.
Yeah. Were you? That's amazing.
I was just thinking about it and it happened.
Yeah, I know. Okay, right? Like you don't actually need something to help with that.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the vibration's like an added little touch. Take your pussy
Totally.
for a massage. Like what?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
I was fucking shocked.
Wow.
Okay, I have something.
Okay.
This is
We're so
really
juicy
interesting.
today.
So I have been wanting to try this thing for a while, and I had seen it on the Pink Cherry website. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure we've all been on the Pink
Yeah.
Cherry website. So basically, I bought 2 different types of creams, I guess I would call them. So
Ooh.
one, you put on your clit, and basically, it's all natural. So I would have to pull up like the ingredients for it, but you like put it on, and it's supposed to pull the blood to your clit.
Whoa.
So it's kind of like doing a pussy pump without using the pump, because it actually does like visibly swell
So
up.
it's like an irritant, but obviously
Mhm.
within
Yeah,
safe margins.
exactly. It's definitely a little weird the first time you do it, because you're like, why does it look like that? Like, I haven't even touched it, and it feels really weird. It kind of feels like you put straight menthol on there, but not in a bad way. You're kind of like, I tried it in the shower the other day, and I was standing in the shower, and I had it on, and I was like,
Yeah. That's amazing.
but it actually works so well, and I highly recommend it to anyone who has trouble like having a clitoral orgasm.
Okay.
It made it so much easier to come. Like, even just with my fingers, it was so sensitive.
Wow.
And it goes in, and then it's like, it doesn't stay there. Like, it soaks into your skin. So it's not like a lube. And then the other one I tried, which is also, I believe, natural. I would, again, have to look it up. But they're 2 different brands. And this one is supposed to pull the blood to your G-spot.
Oh.
So you take a little bit and you put it on the upper wall of your vagina, and then it swells like the ribs of your G-spot. And it's supposed to help with
Whoa.
like G-spot stimulation.
Wow.
And I'm not a penetration person.
Yeah.
You know, especially when masturbating.
Yeah.
So whatever, I got a new dildo. That's a long story in itself. But the one I had was too big, so I got a different one.
Yeah.
And I had ordered all this stuff together. So one night I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try them out.
Just gonna
Just
treat
gonna see.
myself.
Because I was like, oh, you know, I want to have the coveted like vagina
Yeah.
orgasm.
Yeah.
I've never had one. So
Yeah.
I was like, maybe this will help me.
Yeah.
So whatever. I put the G-spot cream on first because I didn't want the clitoral cream to like affect
Yeah.
it if I was like
Mhm.
accidentally like, rubbing up against it or
Yeah.
anything like that. So I tried the G-spot cream first, and I lubed up my dildo and I tried it, and I wouldn't say it was like enough to bring me to orgasm, but it definitely felt a lot better.
Oh, that's
Wow.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my god.
yeah, I will have to like find what they're called so I can like
Yeah,
take
you gotta
pictures of
link
them.
Yes, and
those.
we'll put them on the screen because
But-
I want to see those and
Yeah.
I want to use
Yeah.
them.
Literally,
I highly
I'm so
recommend-
curious.
Yeah.
Because
And they're so cheap. The packets I got were just test packets. They were under $3 each, and I've probably used not even, like, I just cut the tip off. You only need the tiniest bit from the packet, so it lasts so long.
that's amazing.
Wow.
And like I feel like partner sex or like something even like a threesome. There's so much going on. So for you to like focus and like zone in the way that it sometimes takes to orgasm.
And,
What?
okay, the exciting thing about this brand, specifically the G-Spot one, they have a whole line of these. So there's a G-Spot one. I bought one for my partner that's supposed to pull the blood to your penis and plump it up and make it more, like,
Oh.
sensitive. So I was like, oh, I
Wow.
want to buy that because I know he was like, I don't know if I want to try, like, a penis pump. And I was like, I got just the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
amazing.
So I got that one, haven't tried it yet. Again, also haven't been having a lot of sex lately.
Yep, something's in the air. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're all just
Yeah.
regenerating
Either.
slowly, like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. But yeah, so they have the G-Spot one. They have the one for penises is called Plump. They have one to loosen your asshole.
Yeah.
They have one.
We love that.
I don't know.
Another dip code.
Yeah.
Coming right up.
And they also have one to tighten the inside, like your vagina walls, to like make it
Oh,
tighter.
that's interesting.
So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
lots
super
of
cool.
options.
Whoa.
And all
Okay.
super cheap.
So when you were in the shower, was it really cold because it was kind of menthol-y?
Yeah. You
Was
kind of
was it a too like, you know when you're like, it kind of feels like it's burning?
almost,
Like
but it
sports
didn't.
bomb?
It didn't cross
Yeah.
that line where I was like, get it off. It was just kind of like a weird sensation, but you get used to it. And then the sensation of like the menthol only lasts for about 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Especially with oral too, like the heat from someone's mouth is gonna feel so much more like warm and like delicious if your clit is cold. It's like
Yes.
the contrast.
Yeah.
Pause. We were talking about
The lubes.
I have one. I got one like a long time ago from the Tickle Trunk. It was the cold one.
Ooh.
It was specifically like to make you cold or whatever. And I honestly really like it. But I like menthol everything.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
yeah.
you should try that cream for your threesome.
Yes, you could probably put it on like nipples and stuff too.
Ooh. Oh
That
my
could be
God.
fun.
put honey
Yeah.
dust all over your whole body.
Literally, I'm in the
Yes.
bath like just putting it on.
Honestly though.
Oh no, I'm gonna be so sweaty.
You can blame it on the jacuzzi.
I was like, guys, you just want to like go in the bath. I'm like fully wet.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god.
I'm like smelling myself like low key.
Oh my god, I love that. It's gonna be so good. Please wear a GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking
Legit.
headlamp,
Yeah.
the
That
whole
would be
360.
perfect.
Just have a camera with a self timer, and it's just taking.
It
photos
has
of-
night vision.
We're watching it in VR.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're directing you.
They're like, say this.
Oh,
But like
goodness.
they can kind of hear it in your ear because they're like nibbling on your ear.
Yeah, they're like, who the fuck was
Yeah.
that?
You're like,
Oh,
huh?
goodness.
Okay.
That'll be
Good
fun.
times. But yeah, that's my
Aw.
that's all I have for beach
That's
read.
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I was really apprehensive, but I'm glad I tried them.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend it to people, especially people who have smaller clits and they find it hard to like have stimulation there. I think it would help immensely.
Right.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
We're talking about low libido.
I've not been having sex, but it's like, it's been planned. Like I technically had sex on my birthday or like the day after, but it was like, no offense to my partner, but it was like really quick, and then we were like, let's just have sex in the morning. It
Got
just
it.
like wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like equally balanced, and I was okay with that because I was pretty tired, but I was trying to push through because I knew I wanted to have sex. And then I was like, okay, well, let's just go to bed and have sex in the morning.
No. That's like when you don't finish your homework and like, I'll do it before school.
Yeah.
You don't do
And
it
it's
before
7
school.
in the morning, and you're like, I want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, we just pushed it off, and before then, I don't remember, like, maybe, like, a quickie, like, I can't remember the last time that we had sex, and I was like, yeah! So in my mind, that's like,
Same.
you know, that's like, there's kind of no sex there, and even if there is, and I'm just forgetting about it, it's not, there's no pattern, it's not regular, you know? And it is what it is, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of just want to get like the shit kicked out of me. You know?
Like literally punch me in the
Yeah,
head.
like I feel like my cord just keeps getting darker and darker because I'm like, I need
Yeah.
to feel something. But yeah. Comments, queefs, concerns?
Concerns mostly.
Concerns
all
mostly.
concerns. Maybe a couple queefs. Actually, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do have one question.
Yep.
So what do you think for your partner? Do you think it would be like good to try, like to plan it, or you don't want planned?
So we tried to plan it today. Had a bath, put in those sex things that you got me.
Oh, nice. Did
The
you like
bath
them?
salts, love them. And okay, we used them another time too, because I think we've used them 3 times, because all 3 times I was like, we're gonna fuck after this. The first time, super, super horny, and I, like, maybe we had sex, or maybe we ended up falling asleep. Like, I feel like it just, like, is kind of like, you want to go to bed? Because that kind of sounds like sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the second time, didn't end up having sex, but it was kind of like completely off the table because we have baths together a lot, which is cute. And then the third time was today, lit candles. It was the middle of the day, put in like the thing. It was like planned. It was like, you want to have sex? Okay, let's have a bath first.
Okay.
And it just, I either, like, put my foot in my mouth and kind of ruin the mood, but for me that, like, doesn't really exist because I'll just get back in the mood like that.
Yeah.
So I'll say something and don't realize that I've kind of turned them off, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or they're just not feeling it and they're trying for me, and as we learned many months ago, there's no compromise in sex. You're just doing something you don't want to do.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
So there's been a couple times where my partner's like, yeah, and I can see it in their eyes, and I'm like, no, but I love you. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, no, it's... So... we talked a lot today about the possibility of, like, planning it, because we just kind of, like, it was mostly me talking, are we surprised? But, the further you, like, go into a relationship, I feel like the less spontaneous things become naturally, but also the more comfortable that you get with somebody naturally, and I couldn't help but feel like there was, like, some sort of correlation between, like, my level of comfort and, like, who I am when I'm comfortable and the lack of sex. So that's, like, an insecurity that I had to voice, even though I know it's not true. But just be like, you're not attracted to me anymore because all I wear is sweatsuits, you know? Like, just, like, gotta be a little bit of a baby. And then we talked, and I was like, you know what? And also, I know that this is probably, like, freaky for you because you feel like you're possibly letting me down, or you know what I mean, or that there's a lot of pressure, like, and just to let you know that I hear you, but I hear you, and, like, do what you gotta do, baby, like, wherever it is, like, I'm here for you, but I just want to be, like, a part of the process a little bit more if you're comfortable with that. And I just, like, for fear of continuing in a relationship and having, like, the sex just fizzle out, I feel like everyone's kind of scared to end up in a place like that. I was like, I want, like, I think it would be helpful if, like, you took a moment with yourself and was like, why, maybe, is this happening, or why not? Is it something I'm aware of? Is it something that, you know, like is there a reason, or is there not a reason? Because either way is fine, but just to know that, like, it's an open conversation, it's like a discovery, it's like, and is that bad to want? It's no one's fault. But if I'm looking to my partner to be like, is there anything else I can do to help this, and they don't know because they don't know what's going on, it's not their fault, but it's like, if I feel like I'm more game than they are, you know what I mean? So if I'm looking to them to be like, what can I do? Am I doing anything wrong? Is there anything I can do to support you? And they have no clue because they're just like, this is just what it is right now. Is it wrong to ask them to, like, look a little bit more and see if there's any patterns they notice or anything like that? Or does that just put, like, the blame on someone? Because that wasn't my intention, but now I'm, like, hearing it and I'm like,
I wouldn't say so, because it's like it's kind of for him, like, it's just to kind of, because maybe he never would have even thought about asking himself those questions. What?
Sorry, I just remembered something. Another reason why I'm, like, going towards that, because you're saying, like, maybe he would never have even thought of that. I remember earlier in our relationship, I don't even know if we were sleeping together or dating, but there was a joke he made at work, and it was something along the lines of, haha, when you're the one who doesn't want to have sex, or something like that. And I just, like, it always stuck in my brain because I was, like, thinking he's cute, and I was also like, red flag. You know, I was like, I want a high sex drive. And so, like, I was, like, brought that up, and not to be like, and this is what you said, but just, like, to be like, is this something that you've struggled with in the past? Is this something that's developed into an insecurity? Like, is this something that you feel like you have to perform? Because you don't, but I just want to know, like, where you are, you know?
Yeah.
But, sorry, go on.
Wow, what did he say? Is that...
He was pretty baked.
Yeah.
So I
Fair
was like, be it what it may, but he said he felt a lot better after talking about it, and he's like, yeah, like, it's definitely something, like, I want to look into. And then we talked about my mental health, because same thing that I kind of mentioned earlier, but, like, when you're dealing with something and it's not your intention, but it is impacting other people around you or impacting yourself, like, the results are not, like, negative, but not where you want them to be, or can even be negative. You've got to, like, instead of having this mental battle with yourself and be like, be different, you've got to, like, intervene or, like, change up the pattern or change up how you were approaching this problem in your head, so you're not driving yourself fucking bonkers. So we talked about, like, therapy and things like that, and, like, it was cool, but, yeah.
I feel like on your end, it's also, like, good, like, reassurance for yourself, like, as well, because it's like you don't, at the end of the day, you start feeling like, oh, like, is it me, right? And then it's like, if there is a reason, like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my body's been changing too, and I'm like, you know, like, I think about how I looked when I met him, and, like, how I look now, and, like, just, you just can't help but think that way. So I think you're right. I really do feel a lot better, and I think he feels supported. So like that was the main goal, but I don't think there needs to be a solution, but just like I think it needs to really be talked about. You know?
Yeah. So the struggle for me is I've been struggling with low libido lately, and I don't know, my libido ebbs and flows, if you will. So some months I'll be like extremely horny, just like want to have sex 24/7, and then the next month I'm like, I don't have sex. I just want to cuddle or sleep. And I don't know why. It could be so many different things. You know, it could be my meds. It could be my schedule. It could be so many things, and I have no idea. And it's kind of a hurdle. Sometimes I don't know how to get over. You know, I'll try different things. I'll try to masturbate more, or maybe I'll read like some smut. I don't know. Just like things to like get me in the mood. Which sometimes helps, but yeah, it's definitely something my partner and I have struggled with. He also has, I would say a lower libido than me, which can sometimes be a struggle, but that's also something that can't be changed. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely, I feel like it's something everyone in a relationship will have to battle at some point or another. But how you kind of go about dealing with it, I don't know. It's hard, but it's also life. So sometimes,
How do you feel most supported when you feel when you feel pressure to perform for a partner?
I don't really ever feel pressured. If I'm not in the mood, I just say so.
And well, I guess let me rephrase that then. How do you what makes you feel most do you ever feel? I don't know. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
But yeah, no, I never feel pressured.
Good.
So, and I coming from a place where I go through low libido, if my partners feel like that flipped, then I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's totally fine. So, I don't know. It's just something we all struggle with from time to time. And
there is so many factors.
So many.
Like hormone differences and you know, whether it's like changing things up that you can control, but like a lot of the time you just can't control it.
Or you just can't pinpoint what's causing it. So you don't even know what to change. But
totally.
It's not a bad thing. I don't think low libido should be looked at as like, oh, you don't ever want to have sex, because some people are just like that, right?
I feel like you always hear in like TV shows, and they're like, he doesn't touch me, or you know what I mean, like some like big dramatic thing that they've been like sitting on forever, and I think
a really good conversation to have with your partners, whatever, is if you are struggling to have sex, have a conversation about intimacy and how you can show intimacy in a non-sexual way.
Totally.
So you can feel more connected with them. Without having that pressure on yourself.
And oftentimes too, when you like just say it, it just takes that like pressure
100%.
off. It's just like, okay, thank God I don't have to like be on my toes because I'm worried about letting them down. It's just like on the table. Sometimes I do that, especially like there's like weeks that are I'm just like no. So,
but yeah, that's kind of about it for me.
Nice. For me, I don't know, take this with a grain of salt, I guess, but I'm a very like, it's not a no until I say no person, as in like, I do definitely have my off weeks where like, I don't really feel like having sex. Like I just like, but I won't like, if for me that's like, I just won't initiate anything. Like I'll just make it very like chill. And then if they bring it up and they're like, oh, like kind of getting me in the mood, like in like different like subtle ways, then I'm kind of like, okay, now I'm kind of interested. It's not just like oh, we're gonna have sex. Okay, it's more just like it kind of once again happened more natural. So that's like my take on it. But I definitely, like, when I don't want to, I'm just like, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. I'd rather like have a better experience another day, or you know what I mean. 100%. But yeah, that's just my way of dealing with it. I just like won't initiate. But I know that does affect my partner if there is like a span of a couple weeks or whatever where I don't initiate, because then they'll come up to me and be like, is there like an issue? And it's just like, no, I've just been kind of off. But that's just not,
and that's a great way to put it too. Like just a little off. Some space.
Yeah.
And you said something earlier about how libidos constantly change and like it's normal to like, I mean, what is normal, but like low or high, like it is what it is, and that's just how it is, and it's just interesting to compare like those dynamics, you know.
Yeah, for me there was like a span, a good chunk of like dating that I literally was like, am I asexual? Like my libido has gone in such like a roller coaster, like and it was all started because of my birth control. So it was like I met my boyfriend and we were like having sex all the time, and then like I would say a year, which I think is like a little bit normal. But then it was just like nothing. Like I just didn't want sex at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was like way into my relationship, like 5 years, and at that point it's just like, oh my god,
You just think it's normal almost.
Yeah.
It's like you get into like a comfortable pattern and you don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, of course. Like your brain associates those two things, and it didn't associate sex. You
But
know.
then when I switched to my IUD, it got better.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Which just goes to show how many things can affect it.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, like I think I talked about it in the breakup one, but with my last partner, like towards like the last like 6 months of the relationship, like I like didn't want to have sex like at all. But I think that was also like because I wanted to end the relationship as well.
Yeah.
But I just like your circumstance as well, like
And I
totally.
think that was like one of your tells. Like you know you're going kind of, you're not getting anything out of it when you don't have sex anymore.
yeah.
That's so crazy. I have a question. How can I be, in your guys' opinion, a more supportive partner as somebody who has like the higher libido of the two? And like, of course, I'm like, if it's not happening, I'm always supportive in that way. I think I just decided to talk about it as like a bigger thing today. But yeah, how can I be more supportive?
If I may.
Yeah, of course.
I think maybe trying to put yourself in his position and kind of see it from his side, especially as someone who does have such a high sex drive, compared to him.
Yeah.
Just kind of look at it from like how he could be feeling, you know, because maybe he feels like he's disappointing you because you have a higher sex drive than him, and maybe have that conversation of how you can show him intimacy in a different way, and just see what maybe he needs from you.
Yeah. And yeah, that's super great advice, and I think that was a bigger focus on our conversation today, is not me being like, what's wrong? Like, is there anything wrong? Like trying to like suss it out, because then he's like, no, I'm just like kind of being myself, and you think it's a problem, but just being like, I want you to know, like, I support you. I'm here every step of the way. Like I would never. Oh, I don't remember what I exactly said, but it was something along the lines of like, lack of like sex or intimacy on a regular basis is not going to drive me away from you.
Yeah.
Like there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no, I just want to like if as long as that's okay with that person, of course, but I just want to like be here on this ride with you. I want to be like beside you. I don't want to feel like distant. And of course, if you need to process it on your own, totally fine. But like I can't help but worry, which is my own thing to like figure out, but to sort of be like, hey, I'm here with you. You don't got to be scared of me. I love you. I love you. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like
I think what would make me comfortable, like if I was like the other way around, like I think if like let's say you were like, okay, like do you want to have sex tonight? And they were like, no, I'm not really feeling it. And then if you were like, is there another way we could connect physically tonight that's not like sexual? And then if they have like any other like ideas, whether that be cuddling and watching a movie or like because then they could easily be like, you know what, I don't really want to be touched tonight. Like I just want to like be myself and like be my own person, and that's fine. And then if you're just like putting it out there, because then it gives them an opportunity not to feel bad about your needs not being met, because you're still getting that connection in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Okay. And
like massage.
Yeah,
like massage, bath, shower,
and
right?
you know,
holding
like,
hands.
No, seriously,
Like, literally.
tracing your hands too, and like
Yeah.
we do all of those things, but to do it with the intention of like to, you know what I mean? Like to like you said, I'm getting my needs met, and they are able to express their boundaries for that period in time.
Yeah.
It's always such a crazy thing for me to remember too, because I am such like a like. I'm like a lovey person, and I just want to like hug you and like, you know, like so to like not fuck that up for other people who don't want to like be held in that way, you know? Even just like touching somebody and getting consent, like it's such a crazy thing to remember, because even though you're so close with a partner, like it doesn't mean that there can't be, you know?
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries needing to be set or yeah, but.
You guys should have a naked paint night.
Oh,
That would be really cute.
That
Get
would
some
be
wine,
cute.
Yeah.
set the mood,
Oh my
get
God,
some lights and some
okay.
candles, get some canvases. You don't even have to touch each other. Maybe even paint each other naked.
Okay.
That's
That
fun.
is really fun.
Oh my God. Okay, maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
You can call me a hopeless romantic.
No,
Yeah,
seriously
that's
though.
great one.
Because, like, we cook together and for each other all the time. And, like, we're always doing, like, little acts of service and, like, doing little things to make every day kind of like a date. Like,
You should just do that all, but do it naked.
yeah,
next
I'm
time.
always
Yeah.
naked. I'm literally always naked.
Because it can be silly. It can
Yeah.
also turn sexy,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be. And it's just like kind of like celebrating your bodies and just letting them free.
Yeah, that is a good
Aw.
idea. Okay.
That is, I do have another suggestion for
Yeah.
like just connecting with your partner in a different way is try masturbating like side by side.
I want to, and he doesn't.
Oh, really?
This has been because we go up and down a lot. And that's totally okay that he doesn't. I was really hoping he would want to because we don't have to do anything. We're just taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't even have to you don't gotta stare in my eyes, you know? But I just wanna have sexual energy in the same space, you know?
Yeah.
I even just having verbal affirmations that way. Earlier today he was like, "You look so sexy," and I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "I love hearing that from you." He calls me pretty and beautiful and tells me I look good, but to get that you know,
Yeah.
sex is a huge thing for me.
Yeah.
So to get that, I was like, I love when you say that to me. Not you should say that more, but I was just like, every time, I love it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know. There was something someone said that brought me to a point, and then it. Masturbating together. I wish. I fucking
I don't
wish.
want to do it.
No?
No, I'm too awkward.
Same. I'm so awkward when I'm masturbating.
And even
it's
my primary partner one time was like, "Oh, I want to watch you masturbate," and I literally was like, "I can't do this."
That's so funny.
I can definitely see the first time I did feel weird about it.
Yeah.
So I think it does take a while.
Yeah, some practice.
Yeah.
I think my headspace around it is that because for most times for partnered sex, I'm using a toy on myself while I'm getting fucked, so I'm pretty much masturbating while they're watching me, or they'll help me with toys and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's so normal to me, but I'm also super sensitive to rejection. So the moment someone doesn't seem interested in sex, even if it's just for a brief second, I'm like, I'm gonna go masturbate by myself. Bye!
Yeah.
So unless they were in it, I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
unless they
fair.
were enthusiastic about mutual masturbation.
Got it.
You know?
Totally.
Yeah, I wish, but I feel like our sex goes up and down, and I just think for the last few months it's been down. Granted, again, we talked about my mental health, so it's he's been really carrying a load. Gotta give him a break. He's probably just as emotionally exhausted as I am. But
you're also human.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll see where it goes. I just want to make sure that he's being heard. Let's talk about the opposite. Our high libido moment. When you're at your peak, you're fucking like bunnies. You know what I mean? Whether this was when you're 16 and in high school or just new partner and you're just where is the weirdest place you've had sex because you just fucking needed to?
Okay, driving in Kate's Jeep.
Oh my god.
While
with
she's
you?
driving,
Good.
she was fingering me.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
amazing.
Okay, one time my primary partner and I, before we moved into our house, we lived with his mom, and we had gone to a sex shop and bought a new vibrator and one of those sex games, and we came home and she was home, and I was like, do we just do it now?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's bright outside. She's cooking in the other room. I'm like, do you want to fuck me right now?
Oh my god.
Oh,
yes.
love that.
Yeah, I honestly, my spots for having sex are super lame because I just prefer having sex in a bed. But I guess spontaneous was morning after a 4-day festival at 9 a.m. The sun is scorching and we're in our tent, but the tent was open. we were like, let's just have sex. And someone saw us. Fully saw us.
No fucks given.
Yeah.
No, you just
That's
want it and
kind
you
of
got
hot,
it.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
right?
nice.
Okay. was at like a children's soccer game before you label me as disgusting. We had driven with my mom, me and my partner at the time, and my mom asked us to run to the store to get something, and we parked in her minivan and fucked in the minivan.
Oh my
God.
It was
Amazing.
so sweaty, and my mom's
Yep.
van was so dirty, and it was disgusting, but we just like were like,
love
you
it.
know?
Have sex right
We're like,
now.
let's stay playful together.
Yes.
Actually, oh my god, just thinking about this now. One time, X and I don't know if we're keeping this on. X and I were in the back of his mom's Durango, and she was in the store getting groceries.
Oh
And
my
we had
god.
sex.
Oh, I love that.
That's
I
fucking
absolutely
wild.
love that.
Yeah,
She
that's
comes in
crazy.
and it smells like pussy.
Yeah,
Like,
we literally just like rolled the windows down. It was very unexpected.
yeah.
She knew.
No, I don't think so.
I feel
don't
like she would
think
call
so.
you out if
I-
she knew.
And I feel like we went outside and sat on the curb or something.
Ooh, to have sex?
No,
Oh,
like after the
Oh.
sex.
Just aired it out?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's funny. Alright, we're moving on to comments, queefs, concerns.
I'm pretty sure you're all aware of the BDSM test, the one that everyone takes. It's pretty common, but I was on Reddit the other day and I found a new test. It's called sexualalpha.com. And we all took our tests today, so we're going to go through our results with each other and talk about it. So, who wants to go first?
I think you should.
I should go first?
Do we want to guess?
Yeah, go ahead, guess.
He's total sub.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
93%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not sure
Honestly.
why it's not 100.
I
but
was
yeah.
going to say, why don't we just say it on the count of 3?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100% a sub.
Okay, that's
Rope bunny,
accurate.
too.
Restrainee, so
Okay.
yeah.
Brat.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
100%.
love brats.
Okay, one other one.
Degradee.
Masochist.
Masochist
There
is
you
my
go.
other one. But my other play styles are, hold on, I gotta look at them. Yeah, degradee.
Yep.
Slave, which makes no sense because I don't like getting told what to do, and that's the whole dynamic. So I'm not sure how I got 67 on that, but whatever. Primal submissive. So like rough, just down to the basics, raw sex. Pet, I got 56 on, and then a little 94.
Nice.
So, and then I had a couple actual dominant ones. They weren't very high scoring, but I got
Oh.
restrainer at 33, brat tamer at 33, and primal dominant at 33.
Wow.
So those were mine.
I love that.
Wow.
I absolutely love that. Very on brand.
I agree. I really like this test because I feel like it's more accurate, and it also gives you a lot of information.
Yeah, there were a shit ton of paragraphs about like all the different like things that you've now qualified
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. Okay.
Who wants to take it away?
Jada? Okay, you guys want to guess? Each guess one.
Switch.
Yeah.
And then
But is that one of the little?
Instead of submissive or dom, I'm saying switch.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like your head one.
Yeah.
you guys guess. You say switch as well?
I know. Yeah, I know.
guess
it's-
something
Yeah.
fun.
I know. Okay.
Come
okay.
on.
Dominant?
Masochist.
Okay, so masochist, yes. I got some like dominant traits lower down, but I'm 60%, 61% submissive. So just
Okay.
barely over the line.
Mm-hmm.
I got brat, I got masochist, and I got sadist. Which like do
Yep.
we still read
Yeah.
switch?
Yep,
Because you're like,
yeah.
fuck you, fuck me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
it's just all but which is
Yeah.
so crazy. I still want to like play more on like the dominant side and like get more experience because the few things I have done with it, I'm like, I love it.
Mhm.
I fucking love it. It's
Yeah.
so fun. I'm like, you're a little bitch, you know? And then I got I think just some other things, but it was very on brand.
Mm-hmm.
Brat,
Sounds
masochist, sadist, barely over the line of submissive.
Love
Nice.
that.
And I think that's based on experience, but
Okay.
Nice.
Love
G.
Okay, mine. Or are we guessing? Or
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
sub.
okay.
rope
Sub.
bunny.
Yeah,
Rope bunny.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I got
We're all Oh,
we
all are.
Yeah.
Masochist?
Okay, I was the 3 where I had 60% sub. I don't know the percentage, but I had restrainer and restrainee.
Okay.
I'm like,
She
oh my
likes
god, are
the
you gonna
rope?
tie somebody?
Yes.
Please do.
Do you
I want to
have
see
a
your
bed
partner
harness?
hog
I don't have a
tied.
bed harness, but I do have like rope and like handcuffs.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a bed harness. That's
I feel like you can just use it.
yeah, you can
Literally
just use
here.
it.
Okay.
Oh my god, tie it. It's
Yeah.
the hottest thing ever when you're in a hotel room
Yes.
with restraints
Oh god.
and your feet are also restrained.
Mhm.
It's yeah.
it's a new world.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay, what are I don't know. Sub, maybe?
Sub.
I'm gonna go
I feel like you're
dom.
switch.
okay.
It was your shirt.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hurt you, bitch.
Okay, so 62% sub.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah. And then 100% restrainee and then 94% primal submissive.
Oh.
Because holy shit.
Oh.
One time I was having sex and the person was like fucking me so rough, but like also biting me and
Yeah.
also like
Growling?
kind of like
Yeah.
growling. And like we were on the kitchen floor
Yep.
and it was
Oh.
just like rolling around and holy shit.
Wow.
It was
That sounds
wild.
amazing.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy because growling is so cringy until you actually hear it during sex.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my god,
Mhm.
did that come out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I
It
100%
was-
agree.
Yeah.
So definitely on that one. And then 83% masochist.
Oh, we love it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We love it. I thought you'd be more of a top. Well, like, not more of a top because you can still be a top and be submissive, whatever. But more of a dom. I thought I would get
Me
more
too.
of that because I
Yeah.
feel like you like to.
Oh, I do.
You like to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
No, you're looking at your partner while your partner's getting fucked, and you're like,
Mm.
you know where to come for it.
I fucking love the
Yeah.
strap on. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm like good at using it.
Love that. Absolutely love
Yeah.
that. Okay, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if you want to take the test too,
Yeah.
link will be in our bio.
Send us your results.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Please send us what you guys want us to talk about. I think we're planning on talking about more kinks and fetishes, so we want to hear from you guys what your weird shit going on in your brain is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us the dirty.
Yeah, exactly. We want to
wanna
know it
hear
all.
it.
Send us an
Aw.
audio clip of you growling.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
please.
Honestly, we'll play it. We'll review it for you.
Yeah.
And you can actually directly DM us on our Patreon.
Once you're a member.
Exactly.
Yes.
So please sign up.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
that is the
gosh.
pod.
That is the pod.
All right.
Sing us out. Sing us out.
Thank you guys for listening or watching. Hit the like and subscribe to our Patreon. Because we gotta pay our taxes.
Yeah,